No, the northeast zone, this is T8 right here. Desolation. It's just, we really struggle with the mobs. Once I get my IP up, you know, essentially I get all the different staffs up, we can probably do it. Let's run down there to see what they need. Let's switch to hills. Looks like whatever it was is done. Okay, that's stone spawned. And we got one over here. That's a metal spot. We haven't really been doing any of the resource gathering. I mean, it's. I gotta change this for a second. I just. It's hard to bring myself to do that after I've already grinded it on another server. So maybe we think about it next time. The solo dungeons? I mean, no, I don't believe that they're really worth it anymore. They've just been repeatedly nerfed into the ground over the last few years, and the reward for doing them in the black zone, you know, you're risking your gear to come out, find a dungeon or do a dungeon, etc. I don't feel that it's worth it anymore. And then the higher level dungeons, you know, they increase the difficulty of them, so you need essentially higher IP gear now in order to do those versus before. You didn't need to do that. You could do it on a budget set, so you're risking less. Yeah. And I'm all for risking more, but if you have to risk more to do it, why nerf the rewards at the same time? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that's all I'm talking about. Like, I think that if they increase the difficulty, then they should have not nerfed the loot to the ground in them at the same time. Were they being overly farmed? I mean, there's always that segment of players in the player base who are going to prefer solo content. It's just the way MMOs have always been, and if you actually look now statistically at your player bases as a whole, a lot of them are solo players doing solo content. And the reality is people have jobs, they got lives, they got things to do, they can't always get on to do structured content, you know, or group content, so they do a lot of solo content. And SBI has definitely nerf that content into the ground or move that content in a place where the risk is much higher. I mean, it all goes back into the economy, right? So, you know, it is an open world game, it is a sandbox, somewhat. You know, you kind of create your own content day to day. So if for example, you specifically want to encourage a higher trash rate amongst equipment and keep the economy healthy, then you definitely need to encourage players to go into lethal content. And the other thing to do is, the more players doing lethal content, if, let's say that you're just terrible at the game, right, but you like the game, then someone that's not good at the game, doesn't have a good economy, they're going to be more inclined to spend money on silver. And so if you set up a situation where, you know, you're going to die a lot just risking it for the biscuit, then that's going to promote more gold sales. I'm not saying that that's a conspiracy or anything. I'm just saying that's the same thing happened in EVE Online, and the same thing that's happened in most games that I've played that are microtransaction oriented to keep the game afloat versus premium. So, for example, I am not premium on this character. I have not paid a single penny into this character since it started. I mean, if people use my referral link, it's in my Twitch, and they join the game because they saw some content and they want to try it out, then, you know, that's cool. I'm all for that, and I'll reap the benefit of being able to have some free premium time on my character. But outside of that, like, I'm not going to pour a bunch of money into the game. But it's not because I don't want to, it's because I've been told I can't. So, yeah. No, unfortunately, I won't be able to do that this year. So, last year during the Steam summer sale on our YouTube channel, which now we've changed. So now that I've changed handles, so now it's Bitter Old Vet. we started a brand new YouTube, and essentially we're restarting that content completely in its entirety. I don't know if we'll do that or not. Oh, you go around the other side to get to that chest. It may open before we get there. We didn't get much there. A little bit of silver. We're at 180k. Income from open world is just horrible during prime time because essentially you have a whole bunch of people online. They're all looting from the same loot pool. So maybe it's bad. We'll start, like normally I would be doing PvP at this time, just because that's my preferred content. The problem is we don't have the spec requirement yet. So if you look at the character, right now we're working on getting all these stats leveled up. We need to get everything in this list to at least 50. And then we want to get Iron Root to 100. And we want to get these first 3 to 100 because they have the most impact on the rest of the tree. So like this is Wild Staff, we have 400k fame, we can take it to 27. You know, that's not a lot. That's not a lot of fame credits to do that with. We need to make a lot more. But since we don't really have fame credit sets, we have one set leveled up to max, which is the Druidic. We just don't have the capability to generate those at a decent rate right now. Why start a fresh character? Mostly the ping. So the ping to the North America server from here is over 200 consistently, and it makes it very difficult to do PvP content, especially when you're trying to be competitive. So that's why we changed the Asia server. Yeah, I mean the fresh start is rough, but you know. It's been we're on our second week right now, and we have pretty much probably 50 mil net worth in 2 weeks, well less than 2 weeks. But we have been putting in a significant amount of hours. The other thing is we started a playthrough on another game, which we've been running a lot of hours on as well. It's essentially the Empyrean hardcore playthrough. So we've been dividing our time between doing Albion content and Empyrean content. Because we focus a lot on survival games. Okay, there's a circle. You do get a decent amount of silver from just the drops out here. Takes 61 spec on this, 53 on the boots. There's a lot of players currently online. It's pretty active right now. Oh, we got a merc jacket. We can definitely use that. Six back, nice. We'll take that. Yeah, our food's went off. I'm not gonna eat the other one until I need it. We got about 200k. Probably gotta depot real quick. Just dump that off. Oh, nice. Another circle boss. Let's go. Okay, I don't have to bring that other one in. For PvP, I'm working on prowling and nature, because I usually heal in small group content. But the prowling I'm going to be using for solo content. No. Yeah, we do that. Let's bring it over here. Book. The only way we get it right now is if we get lucky and we get like a legendary or a purple. That's it. There's no way we make money any other way right now. It's just so when they originally came out with the boss layers, there was pretty significant loot in them, like it was really worth doing them. But since the last update, not this past one, not Horizons Patch 3, but Patch 2, they did adjust the loot drop and change the amount of chests, essentially, that are in them. And since that change, it's been substantially worse. Even with the 3 chests in them, it's been substantially worse. I don't think they'll iterate on the loot again. I think it's kind of in the place that they're wanting right now. If you gave people tons of loot, then they would buy, pay money for premium. So, yeah, this is a trash one. This is just the blue chest. We did get the might for that core, even though we were in the boss there. Interesting. Easy boss, you just stand in the middle of the hell. That's good to go. Yeah, so this is going to be more junk. Oh, 50k, because we got a TA relic. And we got a 6-2 map in that one. That's all junk. So that puts us at 330k, so we've made half of our setback. And this is not including the silver drops that we can get from the open world fame. That's a lot of people. I think our stream is not working correctly right now. So we're just going to check that when we get back. There's just some data that's not updating, and we should be having a lot of people filter in the stream by this point. We're just going to check it. No, it says we've been streaming for an hour and a half. And drops are on. Yeah. No, just in OBS, I was noticing that the Twitch stats from the dock of Windows wasn't showing correctly, so we're just going to pull it back up. I'm just resetting a few things. Yeah. No, we have it set up. So basically, on the OBS, I'm seeing stream layout, I'm seeing Twitch stats, I'm seeing the chat, everything's set up. And then on a laptop on the other side, just because I'm running a single monitor, I have just the chat pulled up. Yeah. So we're going to keep stacking up our books for right now. All right. And then we just need to see if we can pull one item out of there so we can put our... There we go. Alright, so we're at 1255 IP now on this. So 61 on the Grandmaster or on the Nature Staff, and 53 on the Night Boots. So we'd like to finish faming these up, and then as soon as the boots get to max, we'll swap the boots out with another plate boot, and we'll keep essentially leveling all of the plate boots up in this build. We have to keep our Guardian Helm, we have to keep our Mark Jacket, unfortunately, just because those are required essentially for us to be able to PvE at a decent pace. So keep those going. Let's get back at it. We're continuing to do open world content. We've already... No, we have not completed this campaign. Alright, we're just waiting on stuff to spawn so we can finish this encampment off. just canceling a few things that are showing up on our other PC right now. Okay, there's that. Alright, we're just gonna reload this.